A very good afternoon and welcome back to the Brunch FB Live. I am right now at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, yes, and for the next 5 days this is going to be like, where all the buzz is going to be. We're starting with the autumn-winter fashion week of the fashion week, Amazon Fashion Week, basically. And I have with me right now Mr. Sunil Sethi, the president of FDCI, and we are going to just do like a quick backstage with him on the whole business of fashion and what Amazon Fashion Week is all about. Let's move on to Mr. Sethi now. Good afternoon, Mr. Sethi, and heartiest congratulations. Yet another edition of the Fashion Week has started. Let's take you a little backstage into the Fashion Weeks, and you have been associated with this for such a long time. How has the whole Fashion Week scenario evolved over the years?
So I can tell you one thing, that this is my 10th year as the president of Fashion Design Council of India. So it's a board which is owned by all the designers. So the good thing is it's a not-for-profit body. And what's really happened is now, if you look around as you take your camera sometime, you will see that there are 100 stalls, 100 designers who are exhibiting. They won't be here if there are no buyers. So it's all about business of fashion. The fact that you have buyers coming from the US, you buy coming from the Middle East, from France, and it is a mecca for every single multi-designer store in the country. So I think that's the important bit, you see, that what's important is that if you say it's a business of fashion, you really mean it. People are coming here and placing orders. There was a time that we could just count the number of designers who were getting orders more than 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs. But today, we have people who are saying, we touch 50 crores, we touch 80 crores, 50 lakhs, 80 lakhs, 1 crore. So those are the kind of numbers that you are able to write.
Mr. Sethi, something of this platform, of this kind of a thing, it takes a lot of time and a lot of planning to put this whole show up together. How long ago do you actually start, finalizing the details,
So it takes about 2 months of preparation, but really on-ground preparation for this is 10 days before the show. So because when we take up a place, it's just a complete ground zero, flat piece of ground, and we have to reconstruct everything. So, lots of things come in the picture. There are graphic designers, there are space designers, there are people who are going to decide which show comes in at what time, stall allocations, buyers registration. It's a continuous activity for 2 months. FDCI has a small team. The small team is 7-8 people, but they put together this job with some consultant, and it's a wonderful team which puts this together. And the best thing is I have the board of directors who are designers themselves. I have their support to work this out.
The one big USP or one big star attraction of all fashion weeks is the grand finale. So everybody looks forward to who is the grand finale designer this time. How do you decide on who will be the grand finale designer?
So in the past, it was always being done with my title sponsor.
Okay.
So if the title sponsor was Wills Lakme for 6 years, it was done in coordination with them. Then when the title sponsor became Wills for 9 years, it was done with them. And now for the last 3 years, and this season again, it is done with Amazon. So they take that decision on the grand finale because the cost is borne by them and not by FDCI. We provide the platform, we provide all the logistics around it, and but everything else regarding that is done by them.
Okay, but apparently this time there is no grand finale happening as such. So any particular reason for not deciding on that?
Yes, there is a reason, and the reason is that in the last 3 years since Amazon has come and 6th season, we've done a lot of trial and error. We've tried to see what works best, because a single designer grand finale happened for many, many, many years. For almost 18 years and so many editions. And the last 6 seasons we've tried to do a 23 designer grand finale. We've done a 6 designer grand finale. We've done a Guru Shishya design finale. But at the end of it, we've seen that it is a major exercise. A lot of money is going to be spent on it. But the thing that bothers us the most is that internationally we are asked. There is no international fashion week which has this. Nobody has a grand finale. Milan Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week. Then why should India do it? It's because when we started, there were very few members and we wanted to give our senior designers the prominence. And that was this is the 20th year of FDCI. So that happened 20 years ago. Fashion is involving each season, each week, each month. So that's the only reason why we've done it. Both Amazon and us have decided, let's not concentrate on one grand finale. Let's make every show a good show. So we've invested the money in technology.
So how many designers are participating this time? How many
So,
shows are?
so we have 22 shows, but many of the shows have, some have 5 designers, some have 3 designers, some is a 2 designer show, some are solo shows, some are 6 designers. One brand is launching 6 designers. But the main thing is, there are 100 designers who are participating.
Okay. Being the president of FDCI, you have been seeing how designers are evolving, the way, a lot of such.
If you speak to them, they will say, well, FDCI played an important role. And when I say FDCI, it is not one single person, but a body. So the body has the facility. And when we are backed by good sponsors, then it's also easy for us to do that. So I think what you're saying is a very relevant question, and that's why we are here for. But it's up to the people, because we have bloggers who are coming in to give this a different feel. We've got people from the fashion magazines. We've got buyers, domestic and international, both. So I think somewhere down the line, people and brands, so let them come and decide who they want to showcase.
And also, what about models, supermodels? Do you still,
No, I
still,
think the era of the, supermodels to me has gone, because the moment we discover somebody and the moment he becomes popular, they go on to the movies and to the film industry. So I lose all my good models and supermodels to Bollywood. So, I don't even have to tell you how many people have from us, have gone from our ramp straight. Play my role as body, but I am assisted by a very capable team and a good board of directors, and actually everybody backs talent, so you really don't need to, you really don't need to struggle with this one. So this question is the easiest one, because we don't have to struggle. If you have it, somebody will come and definitely give you the opportunity.
Also, the fact that, mostly fashion weeks are also, they create certain controversies. There have been times when there have been issues. So how do you handle such controversies?
So I think, that's part of any political thing. It's part of basically any organization. But I think we've kind of stayed away from most controversies. So also because it's very inclusive. So, an odd person saying I didn't get a show or is something that comes up. But by and large, everybody gets their day in the sun. And as long as there is business coming, as long as they are writing orders, as long as they are doing great orders which are coming in, I think there's no reason for people to complain. And also, Fashion Design Council of India gives you a platform to go on to the next level. So then from there, the designers need to go for trade delegations. They need to go to have agents in the country. They need to improve on their supply chain logistics. If they start to do that, there is nothing stopping the Indian fashion designer.
Now, if I may just ask you, who is your or who are your favorite designers in Paris?
So you see, this is a question is being asked many times, and I say one thing, that every time a parent is asked, who is your favorite child, and they all say, well, they're all important and I can't pick favorites. If you say which is the best finger in your hand, each one performs a function. So I have a very standard cliched answer. It may not sound good on your program, but I think from the young designer who's making their debut to the emerging designer, to the established designer, to the veteran, they are all my favorites, because this is our job and this is what we are here to do, is to see that they get what they are here for and a Fashion Week platform.
What about your favorite male model and a female model?
Fashion Design Council of India has the best models, and what's your full name? Sandra is part of our group, and you're going to see her on the rep.
Great, Sandra. We look
Thank you,
forward
Sandra.
to watching you.
Thank you.
Right, great. In all these years, has there been like a very favorite memory or some incident, some anecdote that always comes back to your mind every time a Fashion Week starts? Is there anything like that you always associate?
There is one thing, I'm always doing this, saying, "Ke thak gaye, let's get it on." Once it starts, there is a very nervous. I'm really nervous because the setup is humongous, and the expectation is everybody keeps asking. So, what is the next new thing? And in 10 years, you get tired of ideas. So I'm hoping there are more young people who come on board, who take over some of my responsibilities and bring something more fresh to the Fashion Design Council of India. So, you can't rest on your past laurels. So I think I've done what I had to in so many years, and it's time for more people to join. A new crop of people coming in and doing the things. I think that's the way it is. Change is the only constant, they say. And I've been a constant with Fashion Design Council of India, and I'm hoping there'll be others who can join in and pitch in and take on a lot of responsibility that I'm doing right now.
Great. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Mr. Sethi.
Thank
It was
you.
lovely chatting with you.
Thank you.
And we really wish this
Thank
to be
you.
a great success.
And I have to tell you that your organization, HD, is a favorite of mine. So I wish you all the best in this venture and all the new ventures in the future.
Thank you.